Well, this is tonight's peg. The river's up about 2 feet over yesterday. Quite a lot of flow, quite a lot of foam in it, but it's got that peaty colour back in it. It's still carrying a fair amount of sediment. And it goes round the bend and downstream. So, well, it's now 6 o'clock and faster flow on the river, heavier weights. Have to tighten up the bait runners a little bit, so I have to keep a close eye on the rods tonight, otherwise they'll end up in the water. And on this peg there's no way you could jump in and get them. The water straight off the edge here is about 8 feet deep. So anyway, hopefully I'll have a nice barbel on the bank, a nice daytime take, and something for you to enjoy. Just left this peg and dropped a little bit of bait into the water, and these little fish going absolutely berserk to get it. Seething mass of them. I want to get big. I want to get bigger very quickly. As soon as you move, they're off. Well, had an hour and a half on that other peg, and not a touch. I thought that at least there would have been a knock or two. The only knocks were from debris coming down the river, characteristic of autumn, which will only get worse as the leaves begin to fall off the trees. So I've shifted to a peg further upstream. It hasn't fished very well recently, this peg. It's, to the best of my knowledge, there's been about 6 blanks on it. Nevertheless, I've always found it fishes quite well when the water's rising, and it's still coming up now, but very, very slowly. I'll put a little stick in and see what happens. Anyway, it's 20 past 7, so plenty of time yet, and hopefully a nice barbel on the bank before it gets dark. it feels like a really big fish. Lunging away here. It was turn out. Well, there he is. He's an absolutely stunning fish. Great big dorsal fin there. Perfect. Lovely. Nice big barbs there. And again, that beautiful orange, slightly pink anal fin. It's a beautiful fish. And there he is. He weighs 9 pounds 6 ounces. Fin perfect. It's a wonderful fish. Beautiful barbs there, all 4 intact. Nice clean mouth. Can't see any hooks there untoward. And of course that great big powerful tail. Anyway, I'll put him back in the water. What a wonderful fish. No sign of a knock, just a blooming great bang and off it went. So it's a delight. And maybe there'll be another one yet. Well, he's just about ready to go now. He's been here for a couple of minutes. Obviously when you weigh fish, it's a bit more stressful than if you just put them straight back in. So it takes them a little bit longer to recover. And there he goes. Well, it's 8:05 now. I'm just having a look at that little stick which I stuck in. You can see that in 1 hour the river is still rising. It's come up an inch or so quite quickly. It'll go down just as quick, might. And we'll be back to where we were. Well, it's 8:20 now. It's getting to be quite dark, in fact. There another big knock on the bottom rod. I thought he was away, but he changed his mind. Anyway, I'll switch the camera off now. There's not much point keeping it going. If I catch another fish, obviously I'll switch it back on. But for the moment, a very good night to you. And that was a lovely fish we had earlier on, and a grand take and a good fight. And that's why we come barbel fishing. Good night.